A lot of people have given up on losing weight, like permanently. They've tried everything. They've tried every diet. They bought a Peloton bike. They've done Zumba, and in many cases they've lost weight and have lost weight for a while. But then life happens. Something creeps up, and next thing you know, they've gained the weight back again, and so they give up. They give up. They decide, you know what? I've seen my friend lose weight. I've seen this person transform their life, but that's just not me. I understand it worked for them, but that's just not me. They give up, and the way that you know when someone has given up is that they say things like this. They'll say things like, "Oh, you know me, dog. I love to eat. You know what I mean? I'm a big boy. I love to eat." Or, or if they're a lady, they might say something like, "Yeah, my man loves my handles. He loves my love handles. He loves my biscuits." When you hear someone say something like that, they've given up. All right. They've given up on thinking that it's possible for them to lose weight ever, unless they do something drastic, like maybe do surgery or something like that. But they've given up the hope that they themselves, through diet and exercise, can change their life. So the reason I'm making this video is because I actually get this question from a lot of people that ask me about keto, about my weight loss journey. They say to me, listen, I understand you've lost weight, and I'm glad that worked for you, but that doesn't work for me. I've tried it, and keto just didn't work for me. So I'm actually going to tell you that you're wrong. That you're wrong. And in this video, I'm going to discuss what is the thing that you have to do to not have that as an excuse. And if you're someone that's given up, but deep down you really, really, really want to lose weight and get healthy, this video I'm going to break down exactly what is that you have to do. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Jose. I'm a keto master chef. I've been a chef for over 20 years, and for most of that time, I struggled to lose weight and be healthy. And after trying many, many diets, many lifestyles, I finally came upon a ketogenic lifestyle, and now I help people lose weight, get healthy quickly. So if you're new here to my platform, please show some love, smash that like button, share this. But I especially want you to share this with anyone that you know that is that's overweight, because not only is that a clear risk factor for some type of chronic disease, for high blood pressure, for a potential heart attack or stroke, being pre-diabetic or being being a diabetic. But also, the reason I'm making this is, like I said, a lot of people have given up and just think that they can never, unless they do something drastic, at which they can put their health at risk. They don't think that they can actually do it. So I want to share with you a story about one of the greatest nights of my life. So I used to be in the music business, very unsuccessfully, but when I discovered some of the things that were required to be successful in the music business, I am very proud of my lack of success. And but during, this was like 12, 15 years plus, I was in the music business for a while, doing management and publishing, that sort of thing. And I was working with an artist, and through some connections, we got tickets to go to the Latin Grammys. This was about 14 years ago. We got tickets to go to the Latin Grammys, and it was great. We were gonna be up in this luxury box with some lawyers and publishers and people that we actually wanted to connect with. So it was super exciting. A good friend of mine got us the tickets, and we was excited. So me and my artist that I was working with, we go over there, and we're up in a luxury box. We're seeing the whole experience, and phones weren't what they were like now. The quality of pictures, the zoom wasn't what it's like now, but nonetheless, it was still a good time. And so it was amazing. We saw Shakira, we saw Don Omar, you know, the night was amazing. We ate and drank everything on the house in this amazing luxury, in this box suite at Madison Square Garden. And so I wore my favorite suit. I love suits, right? I'll wear a suit to play basketball. I wore my favorite suit, which was this gray Sean John suit that had like these thin, very thin, light blue pinstripes. And I love this suit. I actually bought this suit from my daughter's sixth grade junior high school graduation, right? Or she was going into junior high school, so she was graduating elementary school, grade school. I bought the suit for that when Jasmine, who's now 25, was graduating sixth grade, or graduating fifth, going into junior high. Then I wore the suit again when my baby girl, my youngest, graduated kindergarten at about the same time. And I love this suit. And it was one of these periods of time when I actually had lost weight, all right? I had lost weight. I wasn't as big for a period of time. But again, things happen, life creeps up, and before you know it, you gain weight again, you know? And you get to one of those points where you're like, man, like what can I do? Like, I guess losing weight is not for me. And so the night of the Latin Grammys, I wore my suit. Now, the few times before that I had worn the suit, you know, I was pretty fit because I was starving myself, eating less, you know, working out as hard as I could. But that's just not sustainable for many people. Being hungry all the time and meal prepping and portioning my meals all the time, it just wasn't sustainable. And so in time, you know, old habits creep up. You start overeating, overindulging. And so the night of the Latin Grammys, was so excited. We had an amazing night. I wore my gray suit. And so the crazy thing is that after we come out of Madison Square Garden, and you know, people are outside, and you know, there's all this buzz and energy in New York City, and we're just on this euphoria. Me and my artist, you know, we pull out our phones, and he takes a picture of me, you know, in our suit outside of Madison Square Garden with the sign in the back, Latin Grammys, and I take a picture of him. And when you know, like that night, we were having so much fun that I don't really think that I was taking in you know, the picture. But the next day, when I opened my flip phone, my Motorola 3.6, whatever, and I look at the picture, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like I told you, in the first two times I had worn this suit to special occasions, I was, you know, pretty much fit and active, and I was still young. I was in my 20s. But when I put on the suit, well, let me show you what I look like. And if you've followed any of my content before, you might have seen this picture. If you follow us on right here if you're on Instagram, you follow us on Instagram, you've probably seen this picture. But this is what I look like the night of the Latin Grammys in my gray Sean John suit. So again, I was so excited getting dressed up that we were going to Madison Square Garden for the Latin Grammys. I was so excited that I didn't care that the pants barely fit my waist. My stomach was overlapping. My stomach here is overlapping where the belt is, and the belt is being stretched to the max on the last loop, okay? I don't even think that I have my button to my pants actually buttoned. I might have just had it being held up by the belt. And the blazer, even though I'm wearing it, because I didn't have the blazer style, you know, I like to have the sleeves a little shorter, but that's irrelevant. But the blazer, I could not close that blazer at all. As you can see, the way that it is right there, this picture, I want you to understand that this picture is me holding in my stomach. All right? This picture is me 100 pounds ago holding in my stomach. And my stomach is still overlapping my belt buckle, and you can't even see. That whole night, I was trying to be so discreet with how I sat, with how I interacted with people, because I didn't want to have Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction right there in that luxury suite as I was engaging with this complete strangers trying to push forward with what was my career at the time. But ultimately, the biggest part of all of this was and this is where we get to, this is the meat. I'm gonna tell you why, after going through this experience and then losing weight again in the future and put it on again, I'm gonna tell you why I was able to finally lose weight, okay? And of course, the way that you eat has a lot to do with it, right? Of course, I do keto, you know, sometimes carnivore, but mostly keto. So the way that I eat now, the science behind the way that I eat, and my understanding of food and nutrition now is why. It is the reason, right? Why I'm able to lose weight and be healthy and make this transformation. But what I want you to understand is that keto has been around for 100 years, all right? Keto has been around for 100 years, but I been struggling for over 20 years to lose weight, okay? I've been struggling for over 20 years to lose weight. So if keto's been around so long, why did I struggle for so long, all right? So a part of that is that it's only now become popular. It's only recently in the last 4 years that keto came on my radar. And when I put it to use, I lost weight, I got healthy. Not only did I get healthy, I decided to model my life around my own goals of being healthy and staying healthy. And now I help other people get healthy. But it wasn't keto. It wasn't keto that got me healthy. It was my discovery of keto, all right? It was my discovery of keto, all right? So what do I mean by this? If you ever watched any Jim Rohn tapes, motivational tapes, if you haven't, you should. He's the mentor to Tony Robbins, and he is one of the great thought leaders of our time. And Jim Rohn talks about several emotions that can cause you to change your life in one day. One of those emotions is disgust, right? Which is not my point, but one of those emotions is disgust, right? And it's disgust is when you said, that's it, I have had it. And, you know, this for me personally was one of those moments of disgust. I often have put up and shared this picture throughout the years on different social media platforms. And it's just a reminder to me, like, I had it. But the other emotion that he talks about, that's a powerful emotion that if you tap into, it can be the day you change your life. You can change your life like that. The other emotion that he taps into is resolve, okay? And there's many definitions for resolve, but his favorite definition from resolve, he says that he got from a young grade school child when he was doing a talk. And many kids gave an answer of what they thought resolve meant. But one child at the end raised her hand and said that she thought that result meant that you would never give up. And that's exactly right. I agree with her. I agree with Jim Rohn. Resolve is when you never give up. Okay? He gives this example. He says, how long does a mother give her baby? How many tries does a mother allow her baby to make to attempt to walk before she's like, you know what? You're just never going to achieve this, so let's just stop. All right? Sit. Take a seat. You can sit the rest of your life because you know, this walking thing is not coming natural to you. All right? That never happens. That never happens. A mother, a parent will teach their child to walk until they walk. And wow, it's a wonder that so many people are able to walk because they do it until they attempt walking until they can walk. They never give up No baby, no parent has ever given up and said, you know what, you tried. You tried at 8 months, you tried at 10 months, you tried at a year and a half. Give up. You're not gonna walk. That doesn't happen. You try and you push until. And that is the reason that I was able to go from that guy to this guy again. Now that's not the same Sean John suit, but when I made my keto transformation, boy, I couldn't wait to buy a gray suit. I couldn't wait. But like I said, keto is what I use to lose weight and get healthy, and that's how I help others. But it was my resolve. It was the fact that that picture reminded me to never give up. I never wanted to accept that I was just a big guy that loved to eat. And even though I was a big guy that loved to eat, I never wanted to accept that. And if you're someone, or if you know someone that says things like that, you know, yeah, I'm big, but I love myself. I believe that they do. I believe that they do. I believe that they're big, and I believe that they love themselves. But there's another layer to that, you know. And I'm gonna wrap this up with one quick story, because recently, my fiance and I, we were in Puerto Rico on some family matters, and we were staying at a nice little hotel in the San Juan area, and not expensive. It was just a nice hotel, small boutique place. And so the bathroom had all these mirrors, right? It had all these mirrors. And so I sit down to use the bathroom in the morning, right? And like a lot of us, you know, sometimes you take your phone to the bathroom, but I was in a different space, and I just wanted to use the bathroom. I didn't have my phone. It was just me and my thoughts. And I sit down, and I'm on the bathroom, right? I'm on the commode. And I look over to the side. There was a nice, beautiful shower in front of me. And to the side was like, you know, the sink and all these mirrors and closets and lots of space. And I look over to the side, and I freaked the hell out. I freaked the hell out because it had been years since I had seen myself naked in a mirror. My bathroom doesn't have, you know, the bathrooms I've been using over the last, I don't know how many years, don't have a mirror positioned that way. I've stayed in hotels over the years, and perhaps the mirror wasn't positioned where I can see myself while I'm using the bathroom. But it had been years since I saw myself naked, sitting down, and it messed my head up. I told my girl, I was like, for a second, I thought I was seeing a ghost. I thought I was seeing a ghost because the last time I saw myself naked sitting on the toilet, I didn't look the way I look now. And so I didn't even recognize myself, you know? When I look back in the years and I try to find pictures, I tell people how big I was. I try to find pictures. I don't have any pictures of me. I don't have any pictures of me. And if I do have pictures of me, they are always with someone else. They're always with someone else. I have literally a handful of pictures I took of myself, by myself, over a 20-year span, unless it was a point in my life when I had lost weight. So the purpose of this video is that I just want to inspire someone out there that if you're someone that's given up. Now here's the thing, this is between me and you, because like I said, the people who give up, you'll never know it. They go out of their way to hide it. They don't want to identify as someone that's given up, as someone who, you know, who they feel like they failed themselves. But I just want to encourage you that when you're alone with your thoughts, if you're unhappy with yourself, with your weight, all you have to do is never give up. All you have to do is think of how you learned to walk, all right? You didn't give up. You just kept trying. And if I had given up, you know, by the time that keto would have been a popular diet that myself and so many people have used to get healthy, and as a result of getting healthy, losing a bunch of weight, if I had given up, if I had given up my resolve, if I hadn't been committed to trying everything until I finally achieved it, keto would have come out, this diet would have come out, that diet would have come out, and I would have not been open to taking advantage of it because I'd given up. And I said, you know what? This is who I am, and I love myself, and that's great. You should love yourself no matter who you are. But if you're trying to change who you are, improve your health, and you just decided that's not who I am, I'm here to tell you, you got to change that thinking and decide that's who you are. That's who you want to be, and stay focused. So again, I know I made this video a little bit longer than I intended to, but I just, you know, it's something very real. I hope you guys got value of this. If you know someone that's looking to lose a lot of weight, or maybe needs to, please feel free to share this with them wherever you like. If you found this value, if that person is you, you know, and you want to reach out and learn how, you know, I did that and what I do to help people, by all means, wherever platform you're seeing this on, just, you know, there'll be my contact information there. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I wish you an amazing day. Be beautiful. Peace.